Hey everyone, Magic Man Scott 40k here, back at it with more Dawn of War Soulstorm. This time got some orc action for you, 4v4. This was done a couple days ago, and this happened around like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I wanted to do other things, so I didn't record that day. And then yesterday I was going to record, but I came down with something and I was just in like the bathroom all day. Just not good. So I didn't record yesterday. And to be honest with you, I'm not fully recovered. I'm still kind of I'm like 50-50. I feel good, and then I feel like trash, and then I feel good, then I feel like trash. I actually didn't play this game at all yesterday. Like, the moment I woke up, I just felt like trash. So I think that's the first time I haven't played this game in like a year. Because I would play it twice a day. That way I can remember all the build orders and remember everything. If I take a break from this game, I just completely forget. So I do play this twice a day, except for that time. But yeah. I think I did play this game twice a day, every day, for a year or more. But because I felt bad, I had to take a day off. Anyways, back to the video. So yeah, Orc 4v4. I think you guys really like the Orc stuff. And I seen, before we start, I seen the Dawn of War 4 trailers. They look really good. Now I was watching the gameplay, and it did look a little funny to me. Like, the animations weren't perfect. The walking seems a bit weird. The pathfinding seems to be a bit weird. But I think the game is still in alpha. But I don't think it's releasing anytime soon. I really don't think Dawn of War 4 is coming out anytime soon. But I did see the trailers. When it comes to the story, I think the story looks good. Like, I think they understand Warhammer for sure. The people making it. It's not Relic, but the people making the game, I think they know what they're doing. But I do think the game looks a little bit funky. Anyways, so Orks, I thought this was a cool one. I actually been playing a lot, and half of them were either too short or one-sided. I don't really like the one-sided ones. The one-sided ones are kind of lame. So I wanted one where it was like 50-50. Maybe we'll win, maybe we'll lose. I really enjoy those the most. Kind of the back and forth action. And I think this is a back and forth one. And I wanted one where it wasn't just everyone's tier 3. Like, oh, let me do a 5-minute tier 3 and we'll have our demons out or something like that. I'm getting really tired of that, where no one really does the whole you should fight at the start of the game, but no one really does that anymore. People just go straight to vehicles or straight to something else, and it's kind of annoying. You expect to fight at the start of the game, but no one really does that anymore. But yeah, anyways, I thought this was an interesting one. So this is me here, and I'll go ahead and introduce the team. And I think this was a really close one. It could have gone either way, and I think this is pretty cool. So this is me here. Bushi Tunume as Dark Eldar. I probably butchered that name. Easy as Necrons. I think I've seen Easy in quick start matches. He might be in a clan or something. I think Easy is like a top player. Pogo is really, really good. I think he's also like Dark Eldar sister player. I think that's the only thing he does. I never seen him as anything else. I never seen Pogo play like Eldar. But yeah, he's really good player. Extremely good. And then we have Dark. I played with Dark a few times, and he's kind of all over the place. So I don't really know if he's good or not. He's kind of hit and miss. So Dark is kind of a mystery to me. And then we have Tokia Kashima, who I never seen before. But like I said, this was a very close game. So Toka is definitely not bad. Definitely not a bad player. And then we have Galaxy Warrior. I was playing with Galaxy Warrior like all day. I think he's around my level, give or take. I think he's about my level when it comes to skill. So definitely even on there. And then we have Jockin. I think Jockin, he mostly does 1v1s. If you guys go online and see a 1v1 lobby, it's most likely Jockin. He does 1v1s like all day, every day. And here's a good example of this. So this is Jockin here. And then you have Necrons here. And I bet they 1v1 before. These are two top players. I bet they know each other. So you'll see like a very high level 1v1 on this side. And yeah, I think it's going to do it for introductions. I'll try to make a story out of this to make it interesting. So we have Orks, Sisters, Dark Eldar, and Necrons. So Orks have worked with humans before. Some of them, if you give them a big gun, that's all they want as a job. If you give them a big gun, they'll work for you. So you can't hire Orks. So this is not too insane, I would say. Now, Sisters are very anti-alien or mutant. So Dark Eldar has worked with Tau before and other factions, so it's not unheard of. They only help someone if it's interesting or funny. I think they blew up Eldar one time because it was hilarious. They ran across this Eldar planet which was defenseless, and they just blew it up because it was hilarious. So that's kind of Dark Eldar's sense of humor. They just kind of run around, blow people up because it's funny. But they will help each other out. Necrons. Necrons sees themselves as king of the universe. So usually when they work with someone, they see Dark Eldar as like peasants. So you have these king-like people, and then you have like these peasants. But yeah, I can totally see these guys working together. I think Sisters would be the most annoyed, because they just hate all aliens. But I can totally see them working together. Space Marine. This is what... ooh, claw symbol. I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't know what... is that custom? I'm not sure if claws is even in the game. That might be a custom symbol. So you have Space Marines. Guard. That might be custom. I'm not sure. Space Marine. Space Marine. Oh, I got Space Wolves. Or not Space Wolves. White Scars. There we go. White Scars. White Scars actually have fought Necrons before. If you guys read the story. So that's something that has happened before. And also Orks. It was actually the White Scars who pretty much wiped out. So during the Horus Heresy, White Scars pretty much killed every orc out there. They were pretty much extinct. They killed like all of them. So White Scars are pretty much expert at killing orcs. And then at the end of the Horus Heresy, there was pretty much no humans left, and orcs repopulated really quickly. And every planet was like on fire, and orcs are a huge fan of that. They love planets that are on fire. So orcs were able to bounce back extremely quickly, and quickly became, I would say, stronger than humans, because humans were pretty much wiped out after the Horus Heresy. But yeah, Orks and White Scars actually have a long history together. If you read the books. Ancestors have fought Space Marine before. They would assume them of heresy or something, and they would fight. So it's not unheard of that they would fight each other. Alright, I tried making a story of that, make it cool. Let's go ahead and get started. So this is a map where you always try to capture middle. There's two ways to do this map. You either capture middle as soon as you can. A lot of resources here. This will double your resources. Or you can just go straight to tier 2, which also works. That's basically the only way. There's two ways to do this map. Straight to tier 2 or capture middle. I think capturing middle is a little bit more fun. So that's what I do. And Orks is a very in-your-face faction. I will speed up the first couple minutes.
Oh, hey, boss.
Just so it's not nothingness.
Oh, hey, boss. I see you, mate.
Okay, Bush Toomey is telling a story.
Gretchen is ready. Gretchen is ready. To the Orks.
Okay, so we're 1 minute in, and so far no fighting.
It now belongs to
Oh, there's
the
fighting here, I
Orks.
guess. But yeah, you can see here I was able to capture the middle, no problem. Orks versus Space Marine's weird. Orks. The only real way to win as Orks is by having a bigger army. That's pretty much it. So I just gotta out-orc this guy. And then we have a commander here, which I don't even know if I can kill. Getting some sync kills. And black Space Marines I've seen are very popular. You got the Templars and all that. Sisters I know went straight to tier 2. And they have a custom orc symbol. Orc banner. So you'll see tier 2 sisters here in a bit. Which honestly, that's pretty much the only way to play sisters. Tier 1 sisters is kind of garbage. So pretty much every sister player goes straight to tier 2. Big fight in the middle here. It's mostly melee units. Now we have 2 commanders. We don't really have an answer for these commanders. We don't have any anti-commander thing. And I'm pretty sure I buy a big mech here. Do I have 2 huts or 1? Okay, so this is my only barracks. So this is where I'll be making my army at. It looks like they're running away. Commissar on the command squad. I think that's risky because he's clearly going Hall of Blood. you can get the infiltrated mandrakes. Some nice middle fighting going on here. And it looks like these guys gave up on the flanks. But cool fight. But yeah, pretty much the only way to win this is by just outworking them. I have no real answer for the commanders. I should have more money than basically everyone. But the only way for me to spend that is by just buying a big army. Nice fighting here. Gotta retreat here. I wasn't really controlling that squad. And losing that squad actually helped me out, because now I can buy shoot-a-boys. But you can see here, I captured the middle. And I captured it pretty easily. No real contest. Tier 2 sisters going in. I'm actually surprised Space Marines is losing. I thought for sure it's like 20 Space Marines shooting 10 sisters. I thought, oh no, yeah, looks like they're getting ganged up on. Okay, now we have infiltrated mandrakes. But yeah, it looks like Space Marines is just getting dunked on. Oh, there's two here. Okay, so there's a 2v2 going on the sides. And there's two players here. There's another player here. These guys have been doing their 1v1 for a while. I don't think anyone has interfered. So there's two players there, two players here. Right?
Oh, hey, boss.
Kinda lost, to be honest. I think Necrons was trying to do a turret here, but that failed. Space Marine usually beats Necrons most of the time.
Oh, hey, boss.
Dark Elders tier 2. I think I'm tier 1.5. So of Orks, the only thing that really matters is blue, because you have to make a bunch of banners. So I'm just trying to get as much blue as I can. Here I'm trying to kill this squad, and I'm hoping he wasn't looking, because sometimes I'm not looking, right? But it's clear that he was looking and dodges me. But I try to take out that squad, and I lost basically a whole squad of shooter-boys. So not my best moment. Now my only real choice is to either go big shooters or storm boys. My commander's almost dead, so that's not good. Oh yeah, I go back to defend my buildings. Again, as Orks, blue is very important. So, and it looks like Space Marines fighting like 3 people. I wasn't gonna fight Space Marines until he attacked my base. If he attacked my base, that's kind of a no-no. Looks like he's doing a cheeky. It's interesting that Jockin's falling for the phase shift. But anyways. But yeah, I think I take revenge on Galaxy Warrior because he destroyed my buildings. Still no real contest here. They're not even trying. Yeah, I think I'm 1.5 now. I kind of do a standard Orc build order. Nothing too crazy. Nice retreat. Well, actually, no, he goes in. No, not retreat. He tricked him. But yeah, the Necron Lord is really annoying. Sisters gets their land now. Pretty nice. They haven't been able to capture their side in a while. Was able to stop the Rhino. Yeah, you can see we're all 1.5 or more. I feel really bad for Dark because he's fighting everyone now. No detection. I wanted to fight Galaxy Warrior because he was attacking my base. And here I push Dark, and I knew their teammates would show up. So you can see their teammates are showing up here. And I knew this would happen. So I'm kind of doing damage while I can. And Dark's gonna have a really hard time coming back from this. He's losing a lot of stuff. He's gonna have a really, really hard time coming back from this. Now Meltas actually do pretty much no damage to people. So all these Meltas are doing little to no damage. They'll destroy vehicles in 2 seconds, but they do little to no people damage.
We're under attack!
My Storm Boys doing their distraction thing. I'm actually surprised they're lasting so long. Storm Boys are very easy to kill. Just Rhino spamming, I guess. Sisters are down. This squad's still alive, but I think everything else died. Looks like the Mandrakes are down too. These guys are still doing their 1v1s. Again, we're not bothering them. This was a pure 1v1. This was fair as far as I can tell. Yeah. We weren't helping these guys at all. So Jockin can't really complain. This was a fair 1v1. Okay, I teleport out of there because Guard is now crazy. Fully upgraded Orks are still pretty easy to kill. So I gotta get out of there. I do get the custom shield. Yeah, so that's like 4 times I lost my army. Another Shooter Boy squad down, and the Storm Boys was really a distraction unit. That's all it was. But now this guy's got a bunch of Hellhounds. Got a bunch of destroyers now. And really you just gotta stun it. And I think hitting him with the commander is the right choice. Looks like he's doing a Grey Knight thing. I'm not sure why he would go Grey Knights here if he's going vehicles. But whatever. And here I wasn't controlling my commander. So my commander goes down. So we lost a lot there. Scourges, Celestians, like 3 squads of Orks. So now it's actually looking pretty bad for us. I'm out of money. I spent everything. So I'm tier 3. I forget what I do after this. But yeah, I'm tier 3. Nice teamwork. Looks like Galaxy Warrior just gave up on fighting. He's just going for the kill. Which, fair enough. But yeah, all my guys are coming out of this building, so I can get straight into the fight. Bosch Tommy goes nuts here. So you can see he's tier 4. Nice teamwork here. Yeah, sister buildings are really hard to destroy for some reason. I can't really explain it, but they're really hard to destroy. There we go. Now this is a lot of building damage here. Hellhounds do massive damage to buildings. All these do massive damage to buildings, and even vehicles. Here I'm doing a little funny. I'm doing a little bit of a funny business here with tank busters. Here I help out Necrons. It was like 3 squads against 1, so I figured I'd help them out. There's only like 1 squad here, so I figured I'd help them out. And I really didn't think my flash kits would do a whole lot. You can see they're already in the yellow, so I didn't think my flash kits would really do anything. Yeah, so now they're stunned. There's actually a pretty high chance my flash kits will go down there, get taken down. Oh, looks like he spotted my tank busters. Yeah, this commissar really was not a good choice. Now my tank busters can kind of just do whatever he wants. Oh, there goes the Chimera. And again, a lot of building damage. Looks like he lost his chapel. And then he has a DS Destruction, which is a tier 4 unit. And Sisters, looks like they're about to go down. If this building goes down, that's it for Sisters. So they just got to focus this building down. There we go. Destroyed the infantry command. I don't know if that really helped out, but whatever. And I made a bunch of Storm Boys, and I completely forgot why. But I kind of double team Jockin. This fight has been going on for a while, and I kind of just wanted to speed it up. He still went vehicles and anti-vehicle, which is weird. It's weird that Jockin wasn't able to deal with this. You just get a bunch of rock launchers or even Hellfire Dreadnought. But here I go transports. That way I can transport my new units. Tier 4 Dark Eldar, which you don't see too often. That's very rare. So a lot of vehicles in this one. You can see everyone has these vehicles. Grey Knight's dead. I don't know if the Grey Knights were a good idea. I really don't. Maybe Hellfire Dreadnoughts were a better idea. And he could have stunned. The vehicle to the servo skull. But yeah, it looks like Jockin's pretty much done for. And again, the Psyker, you can stun this vehicle. So going this commissar really hurt him. And now Sisters is making a comeback. And I'm actually surprised because Sisters really is almost dead. Just a little bit more damage and she's dead. There you go, Dreadnought. Nice Flayed 1 spam. Nice Flayed 1 defense. I come in with the War Boss. But yeah, it looks like Galaxy Warrior was trying to end the game by destroying the buildings. Here I come in. I'm so surprised my flash kits are alive. Like, I made 1 squad of flash kits thinking they wouldn't do a whole lot. But it's clear that they're doing a lot, right? Looks like Guard gave up. That Commissar really screwed him. And it looks like it's over. But basically what happened is we fought in the middle for a couple minutes. So basically what happens is we fought here for a couple minutes. And then they gave up on the middle and attacked the sides. And that did work for a while, attacking the sides. There was 3 players here for a while on this one side. But yeah. Yeah, I know if you send your whole army to go kill someone, you're very weak to building destroyers, like tank busters. So I knew I could destroy a few buildings here and there while they're doing this all-out attack. And really just one turret. If they had one turret here, I wouldn't be able to do anything. The turret would detect and I wouldn't be able to do a whole lot. So one turret would have stopped me. I'm kind of surprised how powerful sisters are. They just got this not that long ago. These 3 points. And they lost this point here. So they don't really have a whole lot of resources. But you can see how strong their army is. Their army is ridiculously strong. But yeah, the more blue lasers you have, the less damage you actually do. Because they do pretty much 0 damage to people. But yeah. So basically everyone went vehicles. But there was no like anti-vehicle anywhere. Which is weird. You expect everyone to have anti-vehicle. But yeah, I didn't really spot any anti-vehicle. Unless you count the Hellhound. And the Dreadnought can destroy vehicles no problem. Just by pure damage. Dreadnought's not really anti-vehicle. But it just does such high damage that it just kills everything. And yeah, I thought this was a pretty good 4v4 just because it really could have gone either way. Sisters was like 2 seconds away from dying, and Dark Eldar came in clutch. Dark Eldar came in and it looks like his Dreadnoughts got stolen. Ouch. Yeah, this is the bad guys' Dreadnoughts, but you can see their allies. So they must have gotten stolen. So yeah, my army was honestly not that crazy. Big Mech, 2 shooter squads, and Storm Boys, not a crazy army. And then I made Flash Gits with no healer, with transport. Not a crazy army. But I managed to turn things around. And you can see I was nowhere near full power. I don't have the claws. I don't have... I could have gone like super crazy with Orks. I don't have the free Orks. I could have had like a million boys. But yeah, I was just nowhere near full power. Looks like I was getting the knob upgrade. The second one. I think this also upgrades commanders. But yeah. I got the Luda tank, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure what I was gonna use the Luda tank even on. It's mostly it's very good against large groups of enemies, but as you can see here, no one was really spamming units. I guess it would have been good against guard, but other than that, yeah. Guard and Space Marine were really the only ones who made a tier 1 army. No one else really made a tier 1 army. And then it looks like I was making the Mad Docs. So that's pretty cool. But you can see here, 130 to 66. I had the middle. New Big Mech. The Big Mech died over here. So you gotta make a new Big Mech. And it should be stronger than the last Big Mech because it's upgraded now. But yeah, I wasn't really, except for the very beginning, I wasn't really challenged at all. So, and then they three-player fight here. And then, this was a very fair 1v1, I think. Until I showed up and helped out. But yeah, so the thing is, Grey Knights are super expensive. Each one is like 100 points, which is crazy expensive. So I really don't know if Grey Knights were the right choice there. I think the Chaplain was fine, but everything else was kind of odd. I think maybe even Scout Spam would have been better. Scouts with Plasma. That might have been a better choice, but I'm not sure. But yeah. Now, if Necrons is stealing vehicles, maybe Hellfires was not the answer. But who knows? It's tough. It really is. I guess I'll do a economy check real quick. So 130, the 66, and you can see I'm floating quite a bit. I can make Storm Boys or whatever. Anything that costs blue. Sluggo Boys, whatever. 1500 to 1500, 1300 in the bank. So he's actually got more money than me, I think, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, he's got LB3s. I think these might be LB3s. I'm not sure. So LB3s would be 3 guns. Yeah, that's an LP3, I think. And this is 2 guns. So I think that's a let's see. Anything with 3 guns is an LP3, pretty sure. Okay, so he basically went all LP3s. So interesting, he made like 1 squad of Scourges, and that was basically it. I don't think he made commanders at all. So he went Hall of Blood, but didn't really buy anything. And then I don't know if the Scourges actually did anything. Interesting. Very odd build order. And 1 Force Commander with the Orbital Strike. All you need is 1 Orbital Strike and all this goes down. 1 Orbital Strike would actually destroy all of this. So. And honestly, these defenses are not that hard to breach. So this isn't really all that defended either. 117 income for Necrons. That's pretty good. Let's see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gens. So you could have gone even crazier. Right? 7 gens? Yeah, 7 gens. So not fully maxed out for sure. And Sisters 108 to 30. That's actually a lot better than I expected. I thought it'd be a lot less. I'm not sure if he has the economy upgrades. Looks like no economy upgrades. He's got full faith though. I'm not sure why. He went all out on faith. He's got like full. He's got crazy faith. Oh, now he's making LB3s. Interesting. I think it's odd that everybody's making LB3s, but no, this guy's got no vehicles, and this guy has no commanders, but they're making LB3s. That's very odd to me. I figured you would make an army and then make LB3s, but whatever. Now the Ork LP3 turns into a rocket launcher, and the rocket launcher is it's okay, I guess. It's not great. So I'm not a huge fan of the Ork LP3s. It's not a bad building, but it's not very useful for what I want to do. But yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting game. It was very close. You had 3 players on one side, and then you had a 1v1 on the other side. I thought this was interesting enough. And then you can see there I actually got top score. I'm not sure how, to be honest. I kind of just annoyed people to death. That's all I really did in this one. I think I did get a lot of kills with my guns, but it wasn't enough to end the game. I didn't do game-ending damage, but I did annoy everyone. It looks like I had the second most resources, but I think clearly the other players had more income. So somehow I have more resources, but less income. Let's see. Looks like Galaxy Warrior got the highest score, and he just kind of ran around the map doing whatever. He just kind of attacked everything. And I don't think Space Marines are good enough to pick a fight with everyone. I think Space Marines are good, but they're not pick a fight with everyone good. So maybe that was a problem. Space Marine just tried to pick a fight with everyone, and he got what he wanted, I guess. So it looks like Dark Elder actually had the lowest score. I'm actually not sure if he really killed anything, even with the tier 4 units. Let's see. It looks like Jockin actually died first. Yeah, he died first. Interesting. Oh wow. Look at that economy difference. 10,000 resources to Necrons 17. That's a crazy, crazy difference. What a massive economy difference. So Necrons had basically double Jockin's. Necrons had double Jockin's economy. That's crazy. And it looks like, oh, Dark Elder actually got the most kills. It must have been towards that final minute. Yeah, I think that final minute he must have gotten the most kills, because he really did not make an army. Not really. He did get a lot of kills with the Mandrakes. I noticed that the Mandrakes actually did a lot of work. I don't know if he actually got a poison upgrade. Yeah, as far as I know, he didn't make the poison upgrades. So just normal Mandrakes, no poison. Looks like I got most of my points from destroying buildings. 16 buildings destroyed. So that's pretty good. And really, my tank busters died after a bit. So I don't remember what destroyed the buildings. I don't remember destroying buildings. Like, I destroyed 3 buildings with the tank busters, and then they died. I think I destroyed 3 buildings with the Shooter Boys. And I don't remember after that. So I'm not even sure where the 16 buildings destroyed even comes from. And then Easy has 17 buildings destroyed. Which is weird, because I don't remember him destroying buildings. I don't know these numbers too well, to be honest. And what else? It actually looks like the kill deaths are pretty equal. If you look at the kill deaths here, it's pretty even across the board. Everybody got like 50 kills. So it looks like the kill death is pretty even. And then, oh, I had biggest army size. So that's pretty cool. That's one win for me. And it did look like I had the most blue gathered. and most blue spent. Interesting, because my army was really not that strong. Just one flash kit sent a transport. My army was not that crazy. Really, one squad of snipers could have killed my whole army. My army was not that crazy. I could have died to just normal snipers. And was there any trading? No. Alright, I guess that's ooh, I have the most upgrades. I guess that's the end of it. Yeah, I think that's the end of it. I think that's all I can really analyze. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. If I make another video, I'll probably be still sick, but I'll try to make them anyways. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Bye.